On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Houston Texans.
The kickoff for Houston.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. Look at the big fella go. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Rondé Gadsden, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. That is a quick strike, one play all the way to the house. You know, the pass was fine, but that run after the catch, impressive.
An absolute horrible time. Of course, any time like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown. But where's the tackling? Where were the safeties? You don't expect him to catch the ball, and next thing you know, he's running into the goalpost this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Play action. Stroud now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless. Any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Oh, ready? Swat. Mother swat.
Stroud off the play fake. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 63 yards. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the throw there is going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
What's that? What? 118. What's that?
Stroud out of the gun here. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The first catch for Jeudy, good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
All right. 118.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
On the quick, right?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Texans are the perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
On first down, he'll go to the ground attack. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here we go.
Play action. Here's Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That is caught by Dell. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Take Dell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Chargers. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Flynn. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. You can look at the defense for these Texans. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Herbert. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Herbert now. And this one finds McConkey. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Herbert throwing again.
Oh, come on.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Oh, right in the middle, right where he
Definitely
is.
not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
he's to the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 82 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Chargers 7. Naomi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball.
He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Texans
Man, he over there by himself.
able to get the third down conversion.
Wow.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
All right. 118. What's that?
Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
19 seconds.
Stroud sets up the play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
Now Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Oh.
They'll try to run for it on first and goal. And take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Slot man moves right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Cap it, cap it, cap it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now a deep one for Johnston.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
118. What's that?
And Stroud now to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fighting through. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice.
Come on, man. This is stupid.
And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Flynn. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now it's Herbert.
He's got a man downfield. It's Harris.
And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. and they get one here in the passing game.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Capital. Hey, Ray. Ready.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Baylor Tiger. Set. Hey, Ram. Set.
The final shot before break. Herbert going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
13-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the 1st half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
Deion Henley there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Come on. Yes.
At about the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
All right. 18. What's that?
Stroud. Working the middle of the field. He's got
This motherfucker just catch everything. The mines keep getting knocked the fuck out.
So far, this one moves the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
18.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Wow, what's that? 11, 18. Buggy. 19 Texas. 11. Hey, Uno Mars.
Stroud looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Herbert. Out to the flat. It's complete to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Charger.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Now a give right side. It's Flynn. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Finds Johnston. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now.
Texans 31, Chargers 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
All right.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On the quick, right? 118. What's up?
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
All right. 18.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got his man, Dell. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Herbert. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Right side, he has Johnston. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Herbert now. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Here we go. 118. Let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Texans send the punter out. as he'll come on to kick this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Set.
And they take a knee. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.